Hello everyone, so the build officially starts on the Yamaha Yz125. Now basically today's mission is this cylinder head. We want to get this all stripped down, ready to be sent off on Monday, and we also want to get all the plastics off the bike, so then that is ready to go. But like I said, today the main focus is getting the cylinder head all stripped down. As soon as this is back, then we can build the bike up and let it rip. So yeah, let's get cracking on this cylinder. So to get these studs out of here, all we're going to need is two 12mm spanners and two nuts. Basically all what we want to go ahead and do is tighten these together on the stud and then loosen the bottom one, and in theory that should pull the stud out. In theory. We'll give it a go and see if it actually works. Put the first one down, put the second one on, tighten them together. Right then, and that is another one coming out. It's just getting them both tight enough to get them out in the first place. And there's another one removed. Right then, so the cylinder is all stripped down. That is ready to go to land courts in the morning. We'll send that off. Now the fun part, start stripping this motorbike down. Now, like I said, we've already started getting a few parts ready, because as I've been just going through the bike, having a quick look, we need things like this. The power valve seal cover on the left hand side. We need the thrust plate. Just little tiny things like this. This is what we're missing. Then the actual side cover on the cylinder for the power valves, we need that. And yeah, until we actually dig into this bike, we won't know what else we need. So let's chat in, let's start stripping this thing down, get all the plastics off, and go from there. So put you on a time lapse and let's freaking have it. Look at that, get that off here. You do not belong on a motocross bike. They look nice and crusty, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody rest. I don't know the rest. Catch you. And as I'm taking things apart, I'm just going to put all the bolts back in, so we don't have random bolts everywhere. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody rock. Let me know. Hang guards, no hang guards. What do you prefer? Now, like I said, I'm going to put these exactly where they came from. So what else I'm going to do is I'm going to get a big piece of cardboard and stick it on the wall, and then we're going to keep a track of everything that I have to buy to get this bike back up and running. I reckon we've got a 10mm here. What do you guys think to the newer style front end on the old style frame? So obviously this is a different style front fender to the 97. Do you like it? Well, personally, I actually quite like it. I'm not going to lie, I think it's quite cool. Right then, so that is front fender off. Right then, next up, I'll get the seat unit off. Lovely. Go ahead and remove you, and you should pop off. Nut, bolt. Now this should release the rear fender. like so. So that's the fender gone. Now should be able to remove the fuel tank. It's not connected to the carburetor. And that is the fuel tank off. There we go. That is just a bit of threaded bar. Whew. I'm sure that should just be a proper bolt. Now, this all should technically come out in one. There we go. So that is the subframe and the airbox and the filter out in one. That is what we like. Next up, we'll go ahead and remove the front pipe. There shouldn't be a lot holding this on. It looks like just a little Allen bolt here. Let's see what size this is. And that should. One more down here. She's nice and loose. Right, and that. Just a little bit of wiggling. Is a depth exhaust pipe off. We'll go ahead, put these bolts back in where they came from so we don't lose these. Now, as far as this pipe goes, we're going to polish it up. Never done that before, but we'll give it a bloody good go. So yeah, that's a depth pipe with a Pro Circuit muffler on it. We've got some V-force reeds in here. That's quite nice. I did notice as well, we're missing engine mounts for the top. We're missing them, so we need to get some of them. There's a few things we're missing on this bike. This 800 £800 bike is starting to turn into a bit more of an £800 bike. There we go. Right, finally, there's one fork out. We're out. Now, just lift the swing arm a little bit. Lovely. Straight out. That is what we like. Sometimes these can be real stubborn to get out, but luckily this one came straight out. So that's the top one out. Wiggle. Bottom engine man out. It's a different question altogether. And just like that, that is a 125 Yamaha YZ 2-stroke motor out. Lovely, jubbly. That worked. An absolute charm. Get that out. Take that out. And that is literally it. Got a frame. This ain't gonna balance, is it? No, right, stick it there for now. So, we've got a frame, swing arm, linkages, engine. It's all in a million bits, ready to be rebuilt, assembled, and put all back together again. So as you can see, that is the bike all stripped down now. Just got the wiring on there and the triple clamps. We need a bigger nut to be able to get the not a bigger socket to get the steering stem nut off, so we'll do that off camera. Then as you can see, we've just got a massive pile of parts on the shelvings. Obviously we're going to give the engine a bit of a clean up. We need a new kickstart because that was broke. We need the cylinder back, that is waiting with Lancourt, so we're going to Vertex piston put in there. Then also we need the rear caliper rebuilt, so that's going to be rebuilt. I've got seals for that and things like that. Skid plate, let me know down below in the comments, do we run the skid plate or not? We've got the depth pipe, we've got the Pro Circuit muffler, we've got the swing arm, or the linkage bearings. They're all actually pretty good in that, so that's it's going to save us a little bit of money. Like I said, the headstock bearings, we're going to change them. Put new tyres on eventually. At the minute, we're a bit broke, so we'll just run these. But I do want to get these replaced. Front brake system, we'll rebuild that. And other than that, that's about it really. So I'm going to end off this video. Next episode, we're going to start fixing everything up. Hopefully the cylinder's back so we can rebuild the top of the motor. Little things like the thrust plate we need, power valve seals, all that sort of stuff we need to buy. But yeah, the rest of it is all there. So what we'll do is thanks for watching, and I'll check back in the next episode of the £800 Yamaha Yz125 build. Let's freaking go.